I totally got like a full 10 hours of sleep last night, but I still need some coffee. And I think later today, I know Starbucks has a mint mocha frappuccino, and that sounds so freaking good. So I might go out and find that, because I don't think it's at all locations yet. But I feel like living in Seattle, I have a pretty good chance of finding it. So this is my new favorite creamer. I think I told you that I'm like obsessed with soy creamers. And this is Silk Hazelnut. I don't know, it just does something to the coffee. Like the soy milk or the soy creamer just makes it so creamy compared to like half and half. How many calories are in this? 30 for a tablespoon, so not that bad. All right, I'm in the line at Starbucks. That coffee this morning did not perk me up, so I didn't get the mint mocha frappuccino. I'm gonna get that tomorrow when it's actually warm out. I just got another iced coffee. And then, so my key fob, like what starts my car is my key fob. And I know you have like an emergency key in case you need to turn your car on, but mine is like the battery's low. So I think I'm gonna go over to, I was just gonna go to Walgreens and get a battery, but I think I'm just gonna go to the O'Reilly parts store over there, because I'm pretty sure they'll probably put it in for me too. So, you know, just single white girl headed into the auto shop. Look at these pooches. Vibes as fuck right there. The last time that I went to, I think it was an AutoZone, I was wearing like, it was the summer, I was wearing a hot pink dress. They literally like swarm you when you go in there, because first of all, you're like a blonde girl in a pink dress in the auto store, and it's like, dude, I'm not trying to buy like a radiator and install it. I am just trying to get some air fresheners. Look at what I just scored at O'Reilly's. I'm so excited. I've been looking for one of these, but I never can seem to find one that actually looks like it's not a piece of crap. So I'm gonna install this right now, and yeah, we'll see if I like it. Okay, I'm like just sitting here, just waiting for like the suction to fall. It didn't work that well on my actual like dashboard. It just like kept falling over, but it seems to have like decent suction on my actual windshield. So yes, oh my god, I'm so excited. It's like, so I stopped vlogging on my actual like, what kind of camera do I even have? Sony, just because it's like, I don't know, it's just like big, and sometimes I would like take my iPhone clips and I would mix them with my Sony clips, and like my iMovie basically stopped recognizing that, like it would never export anymore. I don't know. I feel like I need a new laptop. I've had my MacBook since like what, like 2011 or 2012, and I'm like running out of space on it, and I feel like if I'm gonna do more vlogging and making YouTube videos, I should probably get a Pro, because I just have an Air, and like Air actually doesn't have that much space on it. So like it was fine for college and everything, but I don't know. I mean, I basically just use it for like internet and music, and barely music. I mean, I just have my Spotify. Like I remember back in the day in college, do you guys like remember LimeWire and oh my god, Napster? Like Napster was my jam. I was the queen of pirating music. So yeah, ever since Spotify became a thing, you know, all I do is use Spotify, and then I'll use SoundCloud to like find remixes and stuff. So yeah, now I'm gonna go take a walk. These are my new Ray-Bans that I discussed in my video. So the guy at O'Reilly's was super nice. I was like, I literally don't even know what kind of battery I need, and well, I kind of did. I like YouTubed it, and he had a screwdriver, and he just popped my little key fob open and took care of things for me. I say I'm gonna go for a walk now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk. I hope that it doesn't start raining. Yesterday I wanted to take a walk, and it literally just started like downpouring. The weather here has been atrocious this year. It's like record-breaking rain. I think we've had like total rainfall this rainy season has been like over 45 inches, which is a lot of rain. And I like wasn't even here for like half of it, since I was in Michigan for a couple of months. But now that I'm back, I'm just like, I was looking back at my Instagram and I was seriously laying out last year on like April 20th. And yeah, this year it's May 2nd today and it's 55 degrees out and overcast. And I'm like, pew, pew, pew. I definitely didn't mention I got my Volume Pornstar eyelash extensions back. Like, I did like the classic were fine, but I was looking back at photos of myself and I'm like, oh my god, like my eyelashes looked so full and long. And so when I got my fill this past week, I got Volume back and I'm so glad I did because I missed them. So I just parked to take my walk and I like already have to pee, so this might be a short one. So this is one of the paths that I like to take. It's just so like nice and paved. There's really not a whole lot of people on it, so I mean, you know, that's kind of nice. I just looked at my map, my walk, and that was the farthest that I've walked since my ankle surgery. And my pace picked up. That's what I'm working on, is like picking up my pace. But I'm also working on, like, it's so weird, like when you have ankle surgery and like your leg's weak and then your ankle's like super weak as well. Things that you do on a daily basis that are like so subconscious and you don't even realize you're doing, like stepping off of curbs and like walking down slants. Suddenly you're like conscious of those and you like think that you can't do it. Like I literally have to tell myself, like, Megan, you can like step off this curb. But yeah, it's getting better. So thank God. Rehabbing is rough. Like, takes so much out of you having surgery. Since it's gonna be hot the next couple of days, I want to make like a summer salad just so I can have it in my fridge. And I don't think I've showed this one. I think I showed the cucumber salad that I make in the summer in one of my vlogs from like, I don't know, like a year ago or so. Okay, what is this lady doing? Like, the amount of people that don't understand the concept of a four-way stop just blows my mind. Just blows my mind. I feel like, you know, you learn it in driver's training, but there needs to be like a life skills class that they teach in high school where they like teach you how to do your taxes, and they also teach you or reinforce how you do a four-way stop, because people just don't seem to know how to do them. I hope I can make it through Trader Joe's without peeing my pants. I don't think that they have a public bathroom, so prayers and blessings. Let me tell you about my trip to Michigan. It was good. You know, it was really nice seeing family, obviously under like shitty circumstances, but it's all good. Like once I got home, so let me just back up. So I was supposed to work the night before, like I was supposed to work Wednesday night into Thursday, and then my mom texted me and she's like, Megan, have you booked your ticket? And I'm like, no, because I'm gonna wait until 5 p.m. Because the census has been low, so I figured like I might get canceled and then I could just get on and book a flight early the next morning instead of waiting to leave until the afternoon, because I would have to sleep a little bit after work. And so I waited until 5 p.m. and I got a call and they're like, oh, you're canceled. And it was just like somebody knew that I had to get home, you know? And so I got on, I booked a flight, booked for the next morning at 6 a.m. I got out, I got into Michigan at 2:45 p.m. My friend Michelle picked me up from the airport and took me home. And my mom and I, like, when I was home, we were working on like picture boards, and it's just so fun. Like my grandma was a total picture taker. Like she has so many pictures, and like my grandma was 100 years old. You can literally like look at these pictures, because one board we did like more recent pictures, and then other boards we did like basically like decades. And when you like look at these pictures like from the 20s and the 30s and then the 40s and 50s, 60s, 70s, like you can see like the evolution of photography. It's like so incredible, you know? And just like thinking what my grandma had seen in her lifetime, like it's crazy. So anyways, yeah, and then Friday we had the funeral, and I felt like once I was home, like I felt so like at peace. When I was in Seattle, like, you know, I was having a hard time with it because all I could think about was like, oh my God, my grandma's like just laying there dying, like, and once I was home, I knew like she had passed, like everything was all good, you know what I mean? Like it was just like a sense of relief to me. The weird thing is, so let me back up. My aunt died. My aunt, who was the apple of my grandma's eye, died in 2002. She died of small cell lung cancer. Never smoked a cigarette a day in her life, but she was a teacher, and like back in the day you could smoke in the teacher's lounge, so they think she got it from like secondhand smoke. So when she was dying, you know, it was like basically, you know, she has like maybe 24 hours to live. So my grandparents and my family and I, we all went down there, we visited, we spent the whole day, and that day was my uncle's birthday. And so, you know, we stayed literally all day, and my grandparents, I mean, they were in their 80s at that time, so we were like, you know, we're gonna take off and go home. And so my cousin and my uncle were sitting at my aunt's bedside, and my aunt was like, you know, comatose. She was unresponsive, but even if you think the person's unresponsive, oh my God, I'm in the wrong lane. Even if you think the person's unresponsive, like when you're dying, hearing is your last sense to go. So my cousin and my uncle were sitting at her bedside, and then all of a sudden my cousin said something, you know, she looked up at the clock and she said something about it's past midnight right now, and meaning, you know, it's not your birthday anymore. And my cousin and my uncle looked up at my aunt, and my aunt had tears streaming down her face, and she died at 12:23 in the morning. Like, how crazy is that? I tell people that story and they get goosebumps. So anyways, when I got home, my mom said, oh, it's your aunt's birthday today. And my grandma died the day before my aunt's birthday. Like, isn't that just so weird? Like, it just kind of proves that I don't know, I firmly believe that like people hold out for things, people hold out for people to get into town. I truly believe that like people can like choose when they want to die, and I feel like that's just like the prime example. Like my grandma would like never die on my aunt's birthday, you know what I mean? And oh my God, what is going on here? And I was just like, holy cow, it's just so wild. And I just went to Trader Joe's, picked up all my supplies for my little salad, forgot cilantro, but it's like whatever, I don't really need cilantro. You can make this little salad if you go to Trader Joe's and get their cheap produce for under $10. Ended up costing me $14 because what'd I get? Oh, I got some trail mix, and that's like $5.99. Hopefully nobody thinks this vlog is too morbid, because I got a comment on the vlog where I was talking about the person that jumped from my rooftop and committed suicide. And I was like, you know, I'm just like a naturally curious person, and I just like wonder what goes through their mind before they commit suicide. And somebody commented and was like, oh, normally I really enjoy your videos, but that you are just so insensitive and this and that. And I'm just like, bitch, you don't know my life. My cousin committed suicide. One of the first things that I thought of was like, oh my God, like what went through his mind before he committed suicide? One of my subbies totally backed me up, and she was like, yeah, she's like, when my aunt committed suicide, the first thing I thought was like, why did she do it? And like basically what went through her mind. And she's like, I don't think it's like a morbid or insensitive thing to think. And it's just like, I'm sorry, like if you're gonna judge me and like pass judgment on me and call me insensitive over me saying something like that, like that's so ridiculous. Like, you don't know me. You know, I've obviously experienced a lot of death between my job and like I've had a lot of family members that have passed away. And I think those experiences kind of shape how you deal with, oh my God, fuck this corner. Yeah, like your experiences shape how you deal with things. And if you're gonna, like, people deal with things differently. Like, don't sit there and call me insensitive because I wondered what went through somebody's mind before they committed suicide. Yeah, I'm a morbid person because I'm a nurse. Like, all nurses are morbid. We are morbid. We have to go to the morgue. We're morbid. Get over it. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one and yours stinks. Here are the ingredients. I am going to cook my pinto beans, my black beans, and my corn, and then I'm going to cut this stuff up and I'll come back and show you like kind of what I put in it. But this is just red onion, obviously some peppers. You can choose whatever peppers you like. I really like green and yellow. I got a little lime just to throw a little lime juice in it. These are the Cuban style black beans. I know I've talked about these before. They are so freaking good. I don't even consider myself a black bean fan, but these are a little bit spicy and have a little bit of a kick to them, and they are like, they're so damn good, and they have so much flavor. Then I got some pinto beans. These are just random organic pinto beans, and then some roasted corn. Oh my God, so Trader Joe's is selling Mexican street corn now in the frozen section. Just FYI, Mexican street corn is the best. But I got this, just the roasted corn. I always buy this. So good. Literally, yeah, perfect addition. Salsa, soup, stew, pizza, Mexican entree. It's like the best, and it's so cheap. And I lied when I said this cost $10. This probably cost $6. So cheap, because I totally forgot I got a Caesar salad too. So yeah, let me cut everything up and I'll show you what I put in it. So here is the cut up pepper, the cut up onion, the pinto beans, and then obviously the black beans. Oh God, it looks so good. Can't wait to eat this. Like, the only thing that annoys me about this is the fact that it has to chill, so you like have to wait to eat it. The recipe that I originally found had like all the olive oil measured out and stuff, but I've just been eyeballing it. So basically just eyeball everything to taste. Olive oil, you want to put white wine vinegar in there. It actually calls for like, I want to say ½ cup, and that's just, I don't know, that's just way too much for me. I already put pepper in it, a little salt, cumin, yum, I love cumin. I put a little garlic powder, and then I put some garlic cloves in there. Whoops, it'll get mixed around, whatever. And then squeeze some lime. And then I'm gonna put my corn in there. I did my corn, I mixed everything around. Now I'm just gonna chill it. The nice thing about this, if you wanna add like more white wine vinegar or olive oil later, you can do that. All right, it is the next day. I'm just having some of my corn bean salad for lunch. It's so good because all the spices have soaked in. So yeah, I thought I would show you my final little product. My friends and I are supposed to be barbecuing tonight, but it's not nice out, so I might just end the vlog here.